Mm.
This is getting too deep
Like, wow.
because but that's a really good advice.
It's very
It
good.
is
I'm telling
because
you.
it can get you into trouble you were not thinking
Yeah.
about. You know, you can slip something out of.
You know, hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is the talk show. My name is Naomi and I'm back with
Tesla.
so today we are going to answer one question. What is that one thing? Okay, there are so many things, but we are going to take one at a time. What is that thing you wish you knew before, or you wish you knew or you learned before 25, before you're 25? I think you should go first.
Okay. For me, I would say the one thing I learned is that not everyone has the same heart as you.
Yeah, you wish you learned that before.
I wish I learned that before. Like in my early 20s, even.
Girl, you are.
You would go around, walk around thinking that everyone would act the same way you do, behave the same way you do, treat you how you would treat them. Yeah, no, that's not how the world works. Unfortunately, like it's so sad. But no,
I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm laughing, but the way you say that's so sad.
that's so sad. People are not like me.
No, no, like
No,
you
no,
need to
but, like-
you need to give me a story. How did you learn that? Because it has to be that you learned it the hard way. How
No,
did you
just
learn
like
that?
like even small
How did you
episodes.
realize? Yeah, give me
like
some.
small episodes, like you would do certain things for people
Mm,
and you expect them to do the same for you,
yeah.
but they're not going out of their ways like you go out of your ways for people.
Mm.
And I just realized, wow, like after multiple times, I don't learn the first time. so after multiple times, like, oh, they just don't have the same heart as you. And it could be in dating also, like friendship and dating, like in any relationship, even in business. So it's really
wow.
Yeah.
Do you know why I'm laughing? Because I mean, the thing I was also like, I've learned many things, but the one thing I was going to share with you is almost closer to that.
Really?
So that's why I was laughing, and I'm like, did you just read my mind or something like that? Wow.
Wow. Great minds think alike.
It is true. Okay. So
tell me.
one thing I wish I learned before 25 is like I used to think that like when, like, for example, if I have a conflict with you, right? I feel like you need to work on yourself, like you need to be a better person.
The other
You
person has to be,
you need to, the other person has to understand me and things like that, right? I got it wrong. So what I learned the hard way, but what I learned is like, now I know. I wish back then I wish I knew that I have to work on myself, because when I work on myself and understand myself, I'll be able to relate to anybody or any situation. Does that even make sense?
That does, because I actually had this conversation with my very good friend earlier this year, and we talked about inner work. And like even in dating, like don't date someone because you see they can do this for you. Look at yourself and see, what holes do I have inside myself? What can I fix for myself?
Oh, girl, preach. Yes.
Before, don't look for it in other people, but in yourself.
Yeah.
Because then you show up whole.
Preach. That thing, it's like it saves a lot of time. It saves a lot of energy. It saves it solves a lot of problems. It like, let it be relationship, let it be friends, let it be family. The moment you know, like, yourself, what you want, what matters, you understand yourself. Let me say, the moment you work on your character, then you will know how to handle, because you don't right now, I don't even care if another person they're behaving well or not. Like I used to care so much, and I used to be so drained.
Yeah.
Because you are like, why is this person doing this? Why no?
I mean, I am the same.
I'm like,
you reach a point where you're like, I don't have time for this, or I don't care. Like,
I think it's growth.
Yeah, it is
I think
growth.
I think I'm growing, because when I found out, when I realized that, I was like, what? I've been like draining myself, my energy. You become a very negative person because you are always like pitching on that what the person did, and you want to correct it, and you can't correct it because you cannot change the person, and you're trying and trying and trying and trying, and you have forgotten that if you work on yourself and know that okay, like somebody has crossed the line, let me get out of their way. Somebody's entering here, let me get out of their way. I've also learned it's okay to go away.
Yeah.
It's okay to leave the room. And
it is so okay to leave when it doesn't benefit you.
But back then I felt like, oh no, it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. And you'll be feeling like you are hurt because then you are scared that you're gonna be alone. I am not scared to be alone now. I'm like, because it's so peaceful. Like
it is. And if you know yourself, you are good.
If you know yourself, I've come to learn myself and know that Naomi, it's okay to be alone. It's okay to say no. It's okay to walk away from somebody's life. It's okay. And trust me, I wish I knew that before 25. It would have solved a lot of problems.
Oh my God, yeah, I forgot that too. Yeah,
it would have
like
solved
holding on to people.
Lot. Yeah, and then you it's like, and it also helps you, like if you know yourself, you come to respect yourself. It also takes it also helps you to meet the right people.
True.
Because the character you put up, you don't take some nonsense. You don't talk anyhow. You don't. It helps you to meet the right people.
That's a really good point. Because I feel like also one thing I could learn that when you're disrespected once, take that as a sign.
Yeah.
And be more aware. That's also something people can step on you.
Yeah.
10,000s of times.
I've learned to.
Yeah. That's also one good point. But that's, where it comes like everyone doesn't have the same heart as you.
Yeah. But that is very funny actually, that everyone doesn't have the same heart as you. Yeah, it's actually, wow. I'm laughing because sometimes you'll be willing to do everything for people, but then if you have some little thing and the person is not able to do it, you are like, how? But it also goes back to understanding that we are different.
We are different, and
hearts,
that's okay.
And that is 100% okay. And another thing I've learned is like, I wish I knew that keeping quiet sometimes is very peaceful. It solves problems.
True. When you talk too much, it can create problems.
I used to be like a radio with new batteries. You know, when you have I don't know if you know the radio, when you put in batteries, when the battery is new, it's like,
and you're like that. You are like that.
I used to be like that. Like I'll talk, like not negatively, but
you just talk. Yeah.
I learned that the hard way, and now I know when to shut up. I know when to talk,
and when not.
When not to talk. I know, like,
but that's a really good advice.
It's very good.
It is.
I'm telling you,
because it can get you into trouble you were not thinking about. You know, you can slip something out of your little mountain.
I used to talk, not like on purpose that I have to say something, but you talk and you forget yourself, and then you say things that you shouldn't say, and then after you're like, oops, you cannot take it back. You cannot take time back. But I learned that, and I'm so happy. And sometimes I wish I knew that before. I would have not created so many problems. But now I'm like, okay, yeah, now I'm problem free. I can say that I'm problem free because whatever happens, like if it's something negative, I'm like, I go this way, it goes there.
Okay.
I'm like, I'm not gonna say anything unless it's like it makes sense. Like I'm not gonna speak rubbish. I used to speak a lot of rubbish, a lot. Not like
it's
rubbish,
funny to me because like you're so like minding your own business, you know. So I don't see it. Like I can't imagine.
No, I used to be like when somebody does something, because it's out of love, like because you care about the person, you wanna like talk to them, you wanna tell them why did you do this, and then out of that, because you are angry, you're going to speak your heart out. And what is in the heart? Sometimes it's dirt.
Maybe sometimes, you know, don't react when you have a lot of emotions. You have to cool down. Yeah. And then
learned that. I learned that, and I can say that in my past life, when I say past life, as if I'm 70.
Past life is when before you were born. That's past life, right?
like many years ago, I think I used to say a lot of things that can hurt people
without thinking. You just talk.
I just talk.
Yeah, but it was like from a good place.
Yeah. It wasn't like I wanted
it was
to
tough
hurt
love.
you. It was just tough love.
Yeah.
But now that I'm a grown woman, I've learned all these things. When I take back time and I think about it, I'm like, wow, I would have done better. And there's some situations where I was like, wow, I wish that time I kept quiet. But I shouldn't blame myself so much. I didn't know, but now I know better. Right now, anything raises, I either choose to shut up, and if I have to talk, I think a lot what I have to say. Like a lot. And if my mind is really dark, I keep quiet because I know that if I have to say it, I'm gonna regret it. And I think that is a good thing. I know that many people will say, "Oh, you need to speak your mind. You shouldn't keep."
But no, I don't think you have to all the time.
Not all the time.
No.
It's
sometimes you can keep quiet.
Yeah, it solves a lot because one thing I actually realized, right? When you are angry, you are going to think negative.
And you are saying honestly, like what comes from your heart, and it can be really hurtful.
Exactly.
And you can't take that back.
No.
Because you said it out of anger.
And
that's how you felt.
And like it or not, there's some things you think about that maybe the other person is thinking, but the other person is not even thinking like that. But because you feel like that, you think the other person is coming at you like that. And that's the thing I realized that, okay, it has to stop. That dark mind has to stop. And now, when it comes, my bed is my best friend. I sleep. Because when I sleep, when I wake up, I'm a new person. And that's when I'm angry, I sleep. Because I know I am going to solve a lot of issues.
If you speak? Oh, wow.
If I sleep, if I go to bed and I sleep, I'm not talking. I'm not causing any damage. And when I wake up, then I'm in my right senses.
You're a new person.
Yeah.
And you're over the issue, or?
I don't get over the issue, but I can face the issue in a better way.
Because you have calmed down. You're not in an emotional state. I think that's the best way to make decisions, in life in general.
Because and I'm like, at least for me it works for me. I know for some people it doesn't work, because some people they'll
They
be
need
like,
to speak.
I need to speak.
But
I
honestly,
used to be like that.
it's
but
not
bad.
good to speak when you are having these emotions. You need to
Mm.
calm down before you speak, because when you are angry or when you are sad in the moment and you
Yeah.
want to speak, you can say a lot of things you don't really mean,
Yeah.
but because you are hurt,
Yeah.
you're gonna say it,
It's
and then
true.
you regret it when you're
It's true.
down. Yeah.
I'm a witness. No, but now I'm like, for me it works well for me. If anything happens that I'm angry, it's a long time ago I've been angry, so because also I've come to learn myself, and I've come to stay away from anything that will
disturb your peace.
exactly.
Yeah.
So when something like that happens, either I listen to music or I sleep. And when I wake up, it's not that I've forgotten the problem or I've get over it. No, but I have a new perspective about the issue.
A more clear mind.
A more clear mind. Yeah. Then there I can see where I went wrong, because that's the thing I've learned about myself, that before I start attacking somebody, I should check where I went wrong and see, did I provoke the character or did I provoke the whatever happened? Then I'm like, okay, either go for it and talk about it or just stay back, because I'm the one. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching, and we hope you liked our talk. Don't forget to comment, share, and like this video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you for being around. Thank you so much.